Hi, welcome back, everybody, with another episode on the 44 Pod with your host, Mr. Hollywood himself, and my co host, Mr. Hernia. Hey, man, shout out to my buddy Hearn, dude. Buddy just got off of practice. He fucking was driving still when he called me. So, he had to fucking hit the little, his little favorite parking spot. But shout out to him now, man. He got the backdrop, so y'all don't know where the fuck he's at. So you can't pull up on him like y'all used to, you know what I'm saying? Be knocking on his car and shit, be like, yo, Herno, let me get that fucking
Let me
the
get five
autograph.
dollars.
Yeah, let
Yeah,
me
I
get
used to
five
get, I used to
dollars.
get, I used to get a little knock, and like people ask for me for change and shit. I'm like, hey, like I ain't got it like that, dog. Like I only got so many
Yeah,
quarters, but
man.
dog.
So he got his little spot, man. He peeped the notes you guys are putting in the comments that he need to put a backdrop. So
Yeah,
shout out to him, man. He got a brick wall. I'm not sure if I would have put a brick wall, I would have put some ocean waves or something. So maybe next time Herno got the waves going like he had the beach or something.
yeah, I might have to do that.
But hey man, this pod is gonna be a little different. We're kind of just hit on rumors and speculations around that are going around the league. As far as players going to different teams and just addressing all the rumors and stuff that's going around.
Yeah,
Because obviously nothing crazy as far as football has happened just yet. I'm sure there's going to be some in the coming weeks that is going to be like, oh my goodness. So a big one again, guys, that I will say that's non-football related. Somebody that was traded yesterday, um,
your boy, Greek
in
Freak, baby,
basketball.
Greek Freak.
So
How do you
so
say?
it's
How do you say his name? How do you say his name?
Giannis.
That's pretty good.
Did I say it right?
It's Giannis, but that's pretty fucking good. Like, I mean,
Hey, yeah.
if you didn't say it like a G, like, what about his last name? You got that?
Nah, I don't even know his last name, but I just know this
Ah,
guy was a coveted player in the NBA National Basketball
this guy's like.
League.
Just for a reference, Rigo, this guy, it'd be like equivalent to like shit. Let me think. It'd be like pretty. This is a pretty big trade. Like this would be like almost Justin Jefferson level
Damn.
player. Like he's a pretty legit player. That's probably giving him like too much credit, but this is like a pretty big trade. Um,
Okay.
he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
traded
So
to the Heat, and it's a
yeah, yeah.
haul. Like they basically the Bucks are getting back an all-star player, all-star caliber player in Tyler Hero, and then they're basically getting like three young players, and then they're getting like four first-round picks, um, basically for one player. So pretty significant trade. And like the other team in this battle between it was between the Heat and the Celtics. The Celtics offered Jalen Brown. It'd be like, and that's like equivalent to like George Pickens, basically, like in terms of like he's on a team with
Mm-hmm.
a guy that's a better player to most people in CD Lamb.
Yeah.
So like that would be kind of the relationship there. So like he was offered, and then two first rounders, and obviously the Bucks are like, we'll take as much shit as we can take. So pretty significant trade. And according to speculation online, and obviously like we don't know, like we have no fucking clue as just regular fans, right? The fact that the Celtics were willing to trade Jalen Brown, now they're saying like there's rumors out there that because of that, like he wants out. um I don't think that's true, but I definitely feel like the Celtics feel maybe they need to make a change. So um they could be sending a trade or something, but you know how that goes.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I was him and I would if I was him and I knew my name was on the chopping block as far as getting traded, I don't know how I would feel. I think I would feel two sort of way. Like one, like damn, like that's cool. Like I'm that good of a player that they need to go trade me.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like I could take it in that way, or I could take it in the sense of like, okay, like obviously I'm not valued here. And they're willing to move off me because our team sucks. And like it is what it is. Me, I'm like, all right, cool. You don't want me? I'll go play for a different team in a different area and hopefully ball out. That's how I would look at it. Try to be as positive as I can. But it does suck, obviously, like, because you got to move and shit. So I'm sure that's a fucking pain in the ass for the NBA players. Which is weird because I feel like NBA players, bro, are like on the fucking move like so often. It's fucking crazy.
Sorry, like I'm all smiles. Like I was obviously like for you guys that don't know, like I usually do the podcast in front of my house. Um, my dad just walked up. Pretty sure he just handed me a fucking MacBook. I'm almost positive. I haven't opened it or anything. Like it's just in a box.
Yo,
So
let's go, baby.
yo, the
Hurdo,
pod,
open it
baby.
up. Let's go.
Nah,
Shout out to Pops. Let's see what you got.
uh,
Come on, you gotta open it up on the
nah,
pod.
hey,
Let's see.
if you
Come on,
watch
come
to the
on.
end of no, if you watch to the end of this video, we get a little unboxing going. We
Hey,
gotta,
fun
you know,
fact. Fun fact. Hearn has been talking about getting a new laptop because we had a little small discussion. I think about like a couple of weeks ago now, like
it
three or
was like
four
the
weeks,
end of
almost a
May.
month.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
basically
end
the
of
end of
May.
May.
That he needed a new laptop because there's only so much we can do on our iPads because that's what me and him both record off of. Just because my MacBook is already kind of outdated. I got it when I was in college. And it's moved a little slower now. Hearn has always just had an
That's
iPad, so
crazy, crazy,
we were
bro.
we were we were talking about a month ago about like, hey, let's upgrade. So hey, so if it
Yeah.
is the MacBook, shout out to Herno, shout out to
Hey,
fucking
it could
to
be,
Pops.
it could be a fucking Dell, $150. It could be a Chromebook. I don't really care. Like, wow, just that's crazy. But yeah. I mean, fuck the trade. Fuck the NBA trade. It is what it is. Like, we don't give a fuck
Hey,
about basketball anyway.
we
Hey,
officially lost Hearn right now. So
hey. No, no,
dude's
no.
emotions are running high right
That's
now, which
crazy, bro.
understandable.
It's wild, bro.
Are you sure you're gonna be able to last not opening until the end?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm good. No, I'm not that hyped on it, but yeah, bro. And then I guess obviously this pod's after Father's Day, so happy belated Father's Day to everybody. Um,
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, I just got handed something from my dad, so kind of tells you like, that's damn near my best friend. I'm sure Rigo feels the same way for his dad. Like, probably goes to him for a lot of shit. So, but yeah, I
Yeah.
think the Giannis trade, like overall, or the Jalen Brown thing, like you were saying, I think it is like a bittersweet thing. I think it's like sweet because it's like fuck, dude, like these guys regard me as like a top tier player that I'm going to be traded for another really good player. But I also feel like, and maybe this is just like the ego part, but it's like, wow, you're going to fucking trade me? Like, for real? Like, you're going to trade me, like, somebody that, and keep in mind, like, he really carried their team, not this past season, but the year before when they lost Jason Tatum to an Achilles tear. Like, he really carried them. And obviously, I'm not a big Celtics guy. We'd have to ask Joel about that. But he was a pretty important piece for them. So it's really interesting to see, like, what dynamic's going to be out of this. Is he going to actually be like, hey, like, you wanted to trade me? Fucking trade me. Like, I don't want to sit around if you don't want me here. Or if the Celtics are going to kind of kiss his ass to, like, keep him happy. But, um, yeah, pretty crazy. How would you, like, Riga, how would you feel? I know you were, like, talking about it before that happened. Like, as a player, like, if they were like, hey, like, we think you're really good, but we're going to try to trade you for somebody that's better than you, like, how would you feel about that?
Well, to be honest with you, I'll put this in football perspective, right?
Please do.
It,
Love when you do that.
it, one, it would be like the way you're talking to me. Like if you sat me down in an office and you're trying to be kumbaya, like, hey man, here's a drink, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm chilling now. I'm like, obviously you got to keep your guard if something's going on, and then he flat out tell me like, hey dude, um, yeah, you suck. We're gonna we're gonna get somebody better. And one, I'll be like, all right, motherfucker, like,
I want
what
to
do you
like, all
mean?
right, cool, do it.
All right. So, and then the way I was gonna compare this to football, right? Like, I'll say I'm Debo, right? Debo Samuel, as if he's on the 49ers, right? If
Yeah.
I'm Debo, all right, I'm pretty well established. Like, I'm a one, pretty much, pretty much a one or two, whatever you want to call it. And you're like, and they tell me, you fucking suck. I'm good. We're gonna go get somebody better than you. And they're all like, I'm like, all right, who you gonna go get? And you hit me with like, hey, we're gonna go get like a Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Cool, yeah, I'm good with that all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to those guys, 100%, you're fucking better than me. But if you're gonna be like, hey, we're gonna go get like,
I think if
what's
it's
a
for like
good?
draft, I feel like if it's for draft picks or like a young player, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
even if he has like, let's say like at the time, like when Debo's height, like at its best of a player as he was, if the Niners like, hey, we're gonna trade you for a couple first rounders and Hunter Renfro, I'd be fucking pissed. But like Rigo's saying, like if it's like, hey, we're trading you for Devontae Adams and a second round pick, it's like, all right, cool, like we're
See, I would
trading.
trade me too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. So
Can't be
yeah,
mad about that.
I do think like there is a little bit of that to it. I think people when people hear like, oh, so and so's in a trade, or he's rumored to be in a trade or something like that. I think people take it as like a toxic thing, like, hey, you suck, we're trading you, and that's usually not how it is. I think it's more like what Rigo's saying, like, hey, it's kind of a. I think the good organizations they sit you down, hey, like this is what we're thinking, like we're gonna trade you to X Y Z, and I think
Or
some of the
even like, yeah, go on, go
I
ahead,
was gonna
finish your
say
thought.
just like some of the bad organizations, kind of one of those things. Where it's like, oh fuck, like I just went on Twitter, just found out I've been traded to Cincinnati or whatever, So,
Yeah.
um,
So for yeah, it has to do with that and two other things. One is like location. Location would be a big thing for me because I don't want to play anywhere. Like, and I'm not saying far as like organization necessarily. I'm just talking about like where I
like
would be
city,
living.
like
City,
outside of
yeah.
football, yeah,
Yeah, like if you were like, hey dude, you're gonna go to fucking um like you also, yeah, Cincinnati, right? Like if you're gonna go to
yeah,
fucking play in Cincinnati, I'm gonna be pissed as fuck. What the fuck is in Cincinnati? Every player I heard says there's nothing to do in Cincinnati. Like I'd rather go to fucking Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather go
yeah,
because
yeah,
at least
yeah,
I'll be in Ohio, some shit going on. Or if you were like, if I was getting traded in the aspect of or perspective of player for a player, like Miles Garrett and fucking
yeah.
Jared
Jared
Verse,
Verse, yeah,
like I'm like, dude, that's a fucking Hall of Famer. I'm flattered that you're considering like that I would have done the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. It's gotta.
it's those things.
I feel like it's gonna be a tough transition for those guys that were with Miami. Like you go from Miami to Milwaukee, that's a fucking tough move. Like you basically went from one of the like hottest places to be for most single people, I would say. Like Miami's probably a city you want to live in, and then like now like you got to go to Milwaukee. Now if you're like if you have like a family and everything, I think it's great because you get out of like a big city atmosphere and you go to somewhere where it's a little bit more slower in terms of like lifestyle
Yeah.
and stuff. So I think that would work out. But yeah, I think some of those young guys, man, I feel for those boys because you're having Miami
Yeah.
pie every other weekend, and now you're going to be stuck with some Milwaukee pie. So
Yeah,
um,
there's only a few places that I would die on a hill for. Like if you said you're like, hey, you either retire or you getting traded to somewhere else, I'm retiring.
actually,
One of those,
I was saying, let's do that
yeah.
real quick, Rigo. Let's go. We'll do NFL cities just because Rigo probably knows most of
Okay.
these cities. Let's go. Do you want to do three or five?
Let's do three. I think that would be
Okay,
easier.
so let's do.
Five is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
So
perfect, but yeah.
let's do three places we would not want to be traded to, and then let's do places we'd want to be traded to. Sound
Okay,
good?
okay.
And
Yeah,
then
let me
I'll go first. We'll do the worst one first. So top three worst places. I think for me like I'm not gonna put in any order, but I think one of them has to be Jacksonville, and it's not really anything to do with Jacksonville, the city itself. It's the fact that um I feel like you could be as like there's so many rumors about that team all like moving to like London and shit. I don't think I'd want to go there because if there's a chance, and don't get me wrong, I love to go to London like to visit or whatever, but there's a chance I got to be fucking in London half the year to play football. It's gonna be a little tough for me. Um, but I think if like take that out of it, Jacksonville's not the worst, but just me personally, like I just not obviously I'm a big guy. Humidity's the enemy, so Jacksonville
yeah.
is fucking tough for me. But so shout out to Jacksonville though. I appreciate Duval. Or how did he do it? How did he do it last year? The coach that they hired,
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
the Duval or whatever he said. So
Some
shout out to
bullshit.
Jacksonville. But yeah, that would be one of them.
That's crazy.
I think I would pick like New York. I don't think I'd want to be a New York guy. I think I'd love to visit there and like that'd be fine with me. But yeah, I don't think I could do it. And so New York would be one. Either Jets or Giants. You guys can figure that out. Um, damn, the third one. Shit.
Dude, I got bangers, bro, to go. I got number one that you should
I'll
be like,
do.
damn.
My third one would be Cincinnati. I kind of mentioned it earlier. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's the less known Ohio city between them and Cleveland. And I feel like
Yeah.
Cleveland's kind of close to a lot of different stuff. So those would be my three. So Jacksonville, any of the New York, basically New York City, and then Cincinnati.
Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Mine would be Buffalo, Buffalo, New York. I would absolutely hate going there. I
That'd be
would
tough.
hate to go to Cincinnati,
Yep.
and I would hate. So this one's a toss up because maybe it might be good, maybe it not, might not, whatever. Another one would be Baltimore. I would hate to go to Baltimore,
Ooh.
but a runner up, like right, like literally, like hair thin next to
Mhm.
it is fucking Green Bay. Those two places for me are like neck and neck. Like it's a toss up, but I would hate to
Yeah.
go to Baltimore more because from everything I've heard from people that live there and like everything that I know that goes
Uh,
on over there, like yeah, I do not want to fucking
yeah.
go there.
That's
So
honestly, I was gonna say too. I think my runner-up would probably be the Commanders. Like just kind of the same situation with Baltimore. Like
yeah,
it's all in that area. So that's a pretty. I think that's a pretty good list. I think a lot of people probably be surprised by Buffalo. I would assume
yeah.
that's more so because it's like in the middle of like tech in terms of New York. It's like kind of on the
Hey,
more
all I
rural
know
side
about
than anything.
Buffalo, all I know
But
about Buffalo, New York is my buddy David Goggins says it was ass, and from a man like him, you definitely gotta
yeah,
take his word for it,
gotta
dude.
take his
Because
word. Yeah, I
yeah, man, I
almost,
take it
I
at face
almost
value.
I almost fucked around and said I almost fucked around and said the Niners like Santa Clara, San Francisco, just because San Francisco's a shithole. But I
Yeah.
also like Santa Clara, and obviously like it's closer to like where we know, so I didn't really want. I feel like that's kind of like an easy one. Um,
Yeah.
all right, and then our top three, like this would be best case scenario for a trade. Um, I think for me, I gotta say the Arizona Cardinals, dog. Like I love Arizona.
Yeah, you do. You do love
So
Arizona.
I'd say Arizona Cardinals, the Arizona, just because I know the area pretty decently, and I've always had a good time there. Like when I was a kid, I used to take summer trips there to go see my aunt all the time. Those are always fun. And then recently, like I've had a bachelor or not a bachelor trip, a 30th birthday trip there, and I've also had another trip there um, when I was older, and it was a really good time. So Arizona for sure. Um, man.
There's a lot of good, great
Yeah,
fucking places you can go to. I
I'm
have,
gonna
I'm,
I'm gonna hope that you're gonna say this one, so I'm not gonna say it, but I hope you do say it. Um, I'm gonna say Seattle. I'm not a big rain guy, but
yeah,
everything
I
I
know.
feel like Seattle's a pretty like kind of fits my vibe. I'm a low key guy, um, so I think that would work. And then my third one, damn, I really don't want to say Dallas, but I feel like Dallas would be kind of sick, but I'm not gonna say Dallas. I'm gonna go with fucking the ATL. I'm gonna go with the fucking Falcons. I'm gonna go with Atlanta. I think Atlanta would be fucking a movie.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was there for school and I was
I
there
know
for
you know.
2 days. I went to
Yeah,
go
you didn't like
explore.
it. I know.
I
Yeah,
ain't never going back if I don't have to. I'll tell you
yeah.
right now.
I know. All right, let's hear your three, big dog.
Number one, I'm taking my ass. You don't even gotta ask me. I'm running to it. Going to Chicago.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely
I was
love
hoping.
fucking
I figured you.
Chicago.
I felt like that one was such a lock for you that I wasn't gonna say it. I agree. I also agree. Chicago would have been on my top three, but I just didn't want. I knew Rigo was gonna say it, so I didn't want to like copy.
Yup. I absolutely love Chicago. When I went to go visit there, I fell in love. I told my wife and everything. I was like, "Yo, like I want to move to Chicago." She doesn't want to, so that's nor here nor there. So that's my number one. Number
Uh,
two is Tennessee. Gotta go to Tennessee,
yes.
bro. Tennessee,
Yeah.
fucking gotta go there. My third one. This one was really hard for me because there's so many good places that I would love
There
to go
is.
to.
There really is.
I'll say the one I'm gonna choose, but then I'll give you the runner-ups that I had.
Okay.
Um, it's gonna be Dallas, bro. I love Texas. I would love to
Yeah.
still stay in Texas. Like it's great. Come on, bro. Texas is great.
Yeah.
But the runners up, actually, I had was Philly. Would love to be in Philly.
Oh, yeah.
My Dolphins, Miami. I would love to be in Miami.
Yeah.
Um, and the next one would probably be Looking at these teams here. Damn. Probably the Chargers, bro.
I see. I didn't want to say like I didn't want to
If
say
they were in
LA.
San Diego, if they were in San Diego
That
still, it's
yes,
definitely
definitely. I just think I feel
yeah,
like like man, maybe it's just because like we're like obviously I was obviously born and raised in California, and so is Rigo. I feel like you can't get it. You can't do anything. To me personally, like if you take all the like taxes, and you take all the extra shit out, and just strictly like social, like just life out here, like if everything's taken care of for you, I really feel like you can't do any better than California. Any part really of California, I really
yeah.
don't think you could do any better. So I specifically didn't want to, because I I could have just did fucking L.A. Rams, L.A. Chargers, and then the fucking Niners. I wouldn't have done that, but I didn't want to do that. So um, I have a question for you.
Up,
Would you
so
say would you say Vegas is closer to not like worse or best for you
like
in
what do you
terms
mean? Like
like would you say Vegas is closer ranked to the worst places to be traded or the best?
best
See, I think it's a little different. I think it kind of depends on like you like for example, like to me, like
player?
For Rigo as someone that's eventually gonna start building a family, I think it would work, it'd be okay. But I feel like if you're an older player and like you have a family already, kind of a tough spot because it's not like you're gonna be enjoying I'd say a lot of perks of being in Vegas, which is like the nightlife and like all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about stuff in the strip, just in general. I feel like be kind of closer to worst and I think best. But I feel like if you're a younger person, like, you know, let's say you're a rookie or something like that, that's got to be a great feeling to be like, fuck, I'm going to be in Vegas for at least 4 years. Like, got to be a great feeling to know, like, you're going to be in a place like that. Um,
Yeah.
you know, obviously, if you're not a fucking shitbird, though, like, that's also the other part of it, too, right? Like, if you're somebody that can't handle their liquor or just stay out of trouble, then that's
Or likes
probably
to
a
drive
fucking
fast.
loves to drive fast. Like that's probably a bottom three, like worst case scenario for you. But
Yeah,
yeah, okay, that was
absolutely.
great. I really think our lists are pretty good. Like I'm really curious um what people will say about that. Um
Yeah.
yeah, Chicago definitely would have been on mine. I just like I said, I knew Rigo was gonna sit and then see I knew the Cowboys too. I already know like
Yeah.
yeah, so that was great.
It's-
And that's really, I mean, I think for in terms of actual trades that have happened, and obviously like this Jalen Brown stuff, we'll keep everyone updated on that if that eventually happens. But um, yeah, let's talk some rumors, Rigo. Now, the latest one, and it's really interesting because it's involving two of the teams that were looking at Max Crosby. And if you got any other ones, please feel free to mention them. But the biggest one I've been seeing is Jalen Carter to the Niners. And
yeah.
it was really funny because yesterday, like, I saw a post from I think it's a Niner page talking about it, so I commented on it, and I was just kind of saying like, if I was a Niner fan, I would be really terrified of why a team that's in Super Bowl contention that has a window at least is offering up a player that's I think he's like at the oldest he's 25, and he's regarded as one of the best defensive tackles in the league. Why is a team in a Super Bowl window offering this player for the projected trade was like a first, a third, and something else? Like that's to me, that's cheap. I could be wrong. Maybe I don't know value in the NFL, but I would be like fucking red flag. There's something happening that we don't know about. Um, I guess what are your thoughts first on just the trade itself, like the rumored projection of him coming to the Niners, how he'd fit in, and then we'll get your thoughts on like if you'd actually want that to happen or not.
Yeah, I saw the same thing. Honestly, I would not mind it at all. I mean, I was like, okay, like fuck, Jalen Carter's a hell of a fucking player. That dude's a dog. But again, I have heard the rumors since college of like his personality and like what he does and stuff like that. However, like I mean, he's been in the league now about like 3 years, like on his contract year now, I would say, right? And
Yeah,
nothing's
he's up for a contract, so
yeah, I'm sure that's why Philly wants to get rid of him because they can't pay him because all the
yeah,
players they already got,
yeah,
understandably so. So that is the naiveness of me. Hope
yeah.
why like the Niners would want. or the Eagles would want to trade him, which makes the most sense in that perspective. Um, so yeah, like I would love to have him on the defensive line. I think that defensive line with Jalen Carter and Nick Bosa and like the rest of our guys that we got on there just kind of really amplifies our defense that much
Yeah,
more better.
definitely.
Um, so yeah, I don't look at it too much into the fact like, hey, like there's something going on necessarily. I'm just more like, hey, this guy's in a contract year. And
So you
so
just
let's
think
get rid of
you just
him.
think it's purely business.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, like it happens all the time.
See, that's my thing is like, okay, if that's the case, like if it's strictly just cap, why would you trade like why wouldn't you be able to bless you times six?
Thank you.
Why wouldn't
Thank
you
you.
be able to why wouldn't you just if you're the Eagles, why wouldn't you just trade him to any team in the AFC? If it's just strictly like to me, like I mean, like I said, maybe it's just the way I'm thinking, like, because that's what I would do. I would try to take another team in my conference by, like, if I knew some, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I knew some, let's say Max
Yeah.
Crosby, let's say he's an actual shitbird, and I knew that, I'd be like, fuck, I'm trying to tank a team in my conference so they never, like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like, they waive
see,
cap and stuff like that.
yes.
So that's what I was thinking. But because if it's
So
strictly
yeah,
business, like
I
you're saying, then why wouldn't you trade him? Like, I'd trade him to the fucking not the Chiefs, but like I'd trade him to the Broncos or you know what I mean? Like a team that could take him cap wise. Um, but
Well, yeah, no, I totally understand that. But to answer that, I would say the Niners and the Eagles have done business in the league many times before, and it's four players in the season and stuff like that. So it's not too crazy as far as like surprising like why they would trade players for players, you know what I mean? Granted, like yeah, the value of a player is different and stuff, but like I said, it isn't new. Like I mean, we got Bryce Huff, we got fucking Javon Hargrave from the Eagles, and I think there was another player. Again, like these are not like super crazy caliber players, but I mean
I
they
would
were
say
players from
I was gonna say I think the most equivalent would be like when the Niners traded. I think they traded To to the Eagles. That's probably like I don't know if he got traded. I'm really bad with Niner history, so Rigo would probably know that before I do. But I would say like that's when the Niners or when To went to the Eagles. Like obviously like and they were both well. Oh no, I think the Niners were still like a playoff team at the time. So um, yeah, I guess that's just me, like just being kind of a negative Nancy, like just thinking of it of like, oh, they're trying to sabotage us. But yeah, I think if it's strictly like there's no issues off the field and like it's just a like Rigo's saying it's a business move. I like it for the Niners. Like Rigo said in previous pods, and you can click on any one. He's probably said it in it. Like he's talked about the Niners can't use they're not good with their first round pick. Um, so trading for Jalen Carter takes it out of their hand, and they end up with a really good player who obviously will be a huge difference maker. He'd easily be the best defensive tackle they've had. Um, I would say under Kyle Shanahan, probably dispute with D
DeForest
Buck. Like,
Buckner.
yeah, I was gonna say with D
Yeah.
Buck. Other than that, I mean, Armstead. I mean, at his peak was pretty good, but I think it was more because D Buck was just garnering so much attention away. Um, so yeah, I mean, we'll see. Obviously, Rigo's good with it. I mean, Rigo's good with it. I'm good with it, but I think that
Yeah.
I think that would be a really interesting trade. Um, yeah, I mean, any other trades that or rumors that you've seen? Obviously, Max
Well,
Crosby's always involved every other week with a trade to
yeah.
somebody. Like I saw one, it was like Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter for Max Crosby. I'd be cool with that. Get two young players, and obviously the Raiders are going to re-sign them both, probably for the same amount of money as Crosby's worth. So um, I'm good with that. But um, yeah, I don't know about any
See.
other ones offhand.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for some right now.
Like
Uh
no Mac Jones ones.
Nah, I haven't heard anything or I haven't seen anything for Mac Jones. I mean, I heard like
Yeah,
before the draft was like little minor stuff, but like anything besides that is kind of just, you know,
hearsay.
whatever. Yeah, hearsay.
Mhm.
The one I did see recently yesterday too was Shador Sanders to the Jets. I did see that one.
You know, it's funny, and I'm actually really kind of ashamed that like I totally blanked on this whole situation, but we can talk about that in a second. I saw these trade rumors like really heavily about Shador, and not just to the Jets, just in general. Like, oh, Shador's gonna be traded. Shador's gonna be traded because of the Brandon Sorsby kid from Texas Tech and like his whole situation and the supplement draft. But obviously, the NFL came out yesterday and said no supplemental draft. That fucker's got to wait till 2027, which I think is great. Um, so I'm curious to see if those rumors are going to continue. And obviously, a huge situation happening with the Jets. I think the news broke either yesterday or Sunday. But Geno Smith, former Raiders QB, former Seahawk QB, former fill in the blank
Yeah,
QB, he got into a DV situation at home with I think it's his baby mama or his girl or whatever. And I think obviously if the Jets are kind of sniffing around for quarterbacks, whether the Shador rumor is true or not, probably a sign that like Geno may or may not be missing some time eventually during the season. Which were the Jets going to compete anyway? Like, let's be honest. Like, were the Jets really going to do anything this year? Probably not. Um, but I think that'll be really interesting to see if the Jets end up pulling the trigger for like Jacoby Brissett. Obviously, like I don't think he's shown up to anything for the Cardinals all offseason, or if they try to get Mac Jones or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, what do you? Let's talk about the Brandon Sorsby stuff. So for anyone that doesn't know, basically, this quarterback he played at Cincinnati last year. He played at Indiana before that. This offseason, he actually transferred into the portal. Went to Texas Tech. Was going to be paid $5 million to play quarterback for him, and he was before he transferred, he was being viewed as like a guy that could be like a second to third round pick in the draft. He was basically caught betting on not only just like just in general, right? Because it's a big no no, especially in college sports, like to just bet in general. He was betting on his own team, like he was just betting like any which way he would bet, and it's alleged he bet up to $90,000 at his time in Indiana, which was 2 years ago. And he, like I said, he was betting on his own shit, um, his own team stuff. And so basically, the NCAA is like, well, you're not fucking playing. You're going to be done for the year. Texas Tech went to like a court in Lubbock, and basically the judge is like, no, he can play. Like he's good to go. And so it's this whole like thing, and it's been a really big deal because it obviously changes the integrity of college football, right? Like if I'm quarterback at Sacramento State and I put in my underdog, I'm going to throw more than 1.5 picks. And then I go out and intentionally throw 3 picks, right? You're losing integrity of the game, right? So it's
yeah,
obviously a huge deal. And people were arguing that, because it was his NIL, he could do what he wants and this and that. And obviously, it's a major thing because gambling in sports in general is such a big deal now. I mean, it's every time you put on any sport, I would say for the most part, there's some type of advertisement for gambling, either on the court or on the field or a commercial or whatever. Um, and obviously, this is going to be a huge, huge thing. And then, like I said earlier, like obviously, Texas Tech got to the point where it's like, hey, like we're going to be able to get them to play. And then it just got worse. Like stuff started coming out about it being also last season because people were saying, oh, it was when he was a freshman at Indiana. Like he didn't know any better. He's a young kid, this and that. And then stuff came out that like he was gambling actively last year during the season. And obviously, like I said, it's a big no-no. In the NFL, like Calvin Ridley did that. I don't think he gambled on himself, but he just gambled on games. He got
yeah. He's
suspended
suspended
for,
for the whole season, right?
yes, he got suspended for an entire year. So it's just one of those things. Like if you want to gamble, there's a way to do it, right? Like you don't need to like go out and make an account for yourself and gamble. Like you're just asking for trouble. So, um, but yeah, so I think that was kind of a big thing. Was there was so much rumors. Like I heard, I don't know if I'm trying to remember who's on like the NFL crew, like the NFL Live or whatever it's called on ESPN. But like one of them's like they should use a first round. I think it's the Browns. They're like they should use a first round pick to pick him in the supplemental draft. It's like, what are we doing? Like, this guy's obviously like doesn't have his shit together. Like I wouldn't give that guy a score to piss to fucking play
Shitbird.
shitbird. Damn near. He's damn near a shitbird. So, I think it's going to be kind of interesting to see like just quarterback situations in the NFL how they develop because I think there's a couple teams where their backup situation is not great, and then obviously like you got teams like the Jets, the Cardinals, where the starters even kind of in question. Um, but yeah, any other trade rumors, Rigo?
Not any like that were crazy. It was more
Do you
like,
think? Do you think Justin Jefferson could be traded? Because every time I hear about him, like it's always like he. I don't think he likes. What do they call him? Nine. I don't think he likes JJ, bro. Like I think he kind of like if JJ's gonna be the guy, I think he wants out.
yeah, it reminds me of Stefan Diggs and fucking the Bills. But the thing is, like, the quarterback caliber play is completely fucking different. And
Yes,
Josh Allen was
like
actually great.
Josh Allen and Diggs is more of like a personality thing, or like,
Yeah.
and I feel like this is more like Jefferson's like, hey, like this motherfucker can't sling it worth a shit. Like I need
Yeah.
someone that can sling it. And then obviously they tried to get Kyler. And from all things I think we talked about it, like just the small videos I've seen, Kyler looks like the same Kyler. At least JJ, like it looks like he's progressed in his technique and stuff. Kyler just looks like
Yeah.
the same guy we've seen. And obviously,
Heard so
that's
many
not
stuff about Kyler too. Like, it's
that's not
fucking
good
like
for
terrible.
that's not good for Jetta for Jay Jetta. So
Yeah, I
I
feel
think
like there's
that's
a
something to
there
watch.
yeah,
Good.
there is, like, I want to say a life, but there's some sort of like realm where JJ is traded, but it has to be a lot of things going bad. Like,
Yes.
quarterback play from JJ is awful, horrendous. They start the season to be 0 and
Hmm.
4, 0 and 5.
Yeah.
If they start the season to be 0 and 3, 0 and 4, and JJ isn't getting the ball like he's supposed to, like when he had Kirko, Sam
Hmm.
Darnold, and these other guys, do yes. In that, if I that is going on, I do say he gets traded at the deadline. To what team? No idea. I'm not going to even explore what team because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
anything could happen,
All
right?
31 teams
But
are calling. So,
yes,
yeah.
but if there's a uh another scenario in which they start in the season, like he's getting the ball, whatever, and he's getting some yards, but they just suck.
Yeah.
Do I see him getting traded? Probably, because in what's his name? What's the fucking head coach's name?
Kevin
Fuck.
O'Connell?
Kevin O'Connell. Do I see he's on the chopping block? Yeah,
Yes.
I would say 100% because he butchered like his name was forever be attached to Sam Darnold as far as letting the guy that won the Super Bowl the following year, letting him walk away for trying to
Yep.
start Sam fucking JJ, which a guy didn't even finish the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, your
Yeah,
name
yeah,
is
yeah.
forever going to be a part of that. And because it is a part of that, your whole legacy to that point until you win a Super Bowl on your own is tainted. Whatever you
Mhm.
do with the Minnesota Vikings is tainted.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it, and I'm sure a lot of people see it the same way. Like, I'm sure Viking fans are pissed as fuck. They're like, why did you guys waste the first round pick on JJ? You had Sam Darnold. He did win the Super Bowl. Like, you had players and stuff like why? You know what I'm saying? So
That would have
for
been
those
so, that.
reasons, yeah, it's so
I
bad.
feel like that situation was just such a catch 22 because it was a deep draft and like if they let's say they don't pick JJ, let's say they pick offensive tackle because I don't remember how it went. Or let's say they pick Brock Bowers for shits and giggles. They pick Brock Bowers at 8
Let
or
me
whatever
let me look up the drafts. Let me look up the draft where
because I
JJ
don't
was
think
drafted.
I really don't think there was a whole. It's I think it's the 2024 draft. I
Let me
don't
see.
think there was. I don't think there was a whole lot of like besides. I know for a fact Brock Bowers was there because the first 15 picks were all offensive players. I know that for a fact. Because it was like a big deal. When the Colts picked Leatu Latu. Um, but yeah, like like I said, for argument's sake, say they pick Brock Bowers. If Sam Darnold goes 6-11, everyone would fucking like ream them about why didn't you take a quarterback? We had a chance to get one of these quarterbacks. Why didn't like? Because when they picked JJ, they had a chance to get Penix, JJ, or Bo Nix. So if they
Let
don't
me
take
see.
if they don't take a quarterback, everyone and they didn't. do what they did with Sam Darnold, people would bitch that, oh, you should have got a quarterback. So I don't think it was like as obviously hindsight's 2020. Like, yeah, obviously they should have went and got Brock Bowers instead of drafting JJ and kept Sam Darnold, but it's not a guarantee
There,
that everything shakes out the way it did.
there, 100%. I agree that it doesn't shake out the way it did. However, if you look at the players that were drafted after them, some ball players like that have made a name for themselves. Like, so we'll say I'll give you the names of the people that were picked before him, and I'll give you some names that are notable players that were picked after him. So number one was Caleb Williams. Then you got Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Marvin Harrison, Joe Alt, Malik Neighbors, Michael Penix, Rome Odunze. Those are the players that were picked before JJ because JJ was a 10th
Oh, he's
pick.
11th then, or 10th. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he was the 10th. So players that were chosen after him was Bo Nix, Brock Bowers, Laote Latu, Amari Mims, Jared Verse, um, Quentin Mitchell, Brian Thomas Jr., uh, Xavier Worthy, still Ricky Pearsall.
Shitbird. Shitbird.
Those yeah, those are some players that were picked after JJ. So like yeah,
So,
you
so
had
it's Brock Bowers, Jared Verse, and I'll because I don't think they would have went receiver. So I don't think I don't think BTJ would have been in the conversation because they still had Jay Jettas and Addison, and I think they had no, I think Thielen was gone that year, but still, like I don't think they would have went receiver. So,
I would have taken Bo Nix.
but then we could be here, like you know what I mean. Like we could be in the situation all over again. Like there's not a guarantee Bo Nix shakes out the way he did.
Well,
Uh,
okay. Yes,
so
we'll go on the perspective of what they've done for their teams when they were drafted, right? So Bo Nix has
yeah,
made a name for himself for the Broncos. That's what we'll
yeah,
go based on. We're not gonna do hey what is what it because we could do that all day.
we could
We'll
do that
just
all
go
night.
based
Yeah,
off yeah, we'll just go based off what the player they are now, right? Right now, Jared Verse, right? He was traded for Miles Garrett. That guy
yes,
was a certified baller in what he did with the
yes.
Rams. So that is somebody I wish I could get if I was in the draft, if I was in their position, right? If that's what I was looking for.
To me, there's only four guys that after, or actually, maybe five. There's only five guys after that I would have picked over JJ. It would have been Quinyon Mitchell, who's the corner. Actually, Cooper DeJean was
Yeah.
also in the draft, so maybe six. So Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, Jared Verse. Obviously, for the Vikings situation, Bo Nix would have been a better pick. Brock Bowers, and even Lyle Tulatu. Like, obviously, he's with the Colts. He started out kind of slow his rookie year, but I think he's starting to
Yeah.
come along. So, and edge rushers is a premium position, just like quarterback. So, I don't really think you can go wrong. Um, so yeah, I mean, obviously, regardless, at the end of the day, you made the pick. You got to live with it.
Yeah,
No coming
100%.
back.
But I promise you they're looking at it like, damn, we kind of
We could
fucked
have
up.
had this guy. But then you look at it from the flip side, like when they drafted Justin Jefferson, he was like the fifth or sixth receiver off the board in that draft. Like he fell in their lap. So it works both ways. You got to draft a generational receiver. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to draft big time QB. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
just
he's
looking
one.
at
I think
this.
George Pickens is another one. I think if things aren't going right for the Cowboys, um, it also depends on if they extend him before the season or not. I think George Pickens could be somebody that gets traded as well. Even if the season's going decent, like if the Cowboys, I think if they get a really good offer, I think they would do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that like. Let me run this one by you. Would you do Nick Bosa and Ricky Pearsall for George Pickens and a first, or George Pickens in a second? Obviously, I think George Pickens in a first, you'd do it. But so let's say George Pickens in a second for Pearsall and Bosa.
See, the thing is like I don't even think I would want picks just because of how bad the Niners are at drafting players. Like, I just need a player for player swap. Like George Pickens, like for Ricky Pearsall, yeah, I would do 100%. And then you got to give me another player like Quentin Williams or something like that for Nick Bosa.
No,
Yeah,
can't do
100%.
that. Can't
Yeah,
do
but
it.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm biased though because again, like, the Niners are so god awful on drafting players that I don't even trust them having every
Let's
pick in
let's
the fucking
go.
draft because I
Let's go
think
under
they
the
will
assumption.
miss.
Let's go under the assumption John Lynch is not there come draft time.
Nah, I couldn't do it.
That's crazy. I think the Niners would do it in a heartbeat.
Well, the Niners is also retarded.
I don't know, man. George Pickens and that Niner offense look fucking real good. Tell you that, boy.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. We got Mike Evans, and that's about
Perfect.
it. A guy
I
that's
love it.
50 years old. So
Oh,
I don't
Christian
know.
Kirk, come on, dog. Like, come on. Like Mike Evans
Yeah,
needs to be, dude. Mike Evans would be an elite number two. George Pickens would be the number one. Like that team would be really
Stribling.
good. Stribling, woo! Hey boy, that Niner offense gonna be flying on all cylinders. McCaffrey in the slot, moving them around. We got Kittle, we got Juice. Like, hey, we got some boys over there now. Trent Williams is back.
Nah,
Yeah. But speaking
but
of tight ends, your guy, the guy you wanted number one on the Niners wish list when we started this offseason, Kyle Pitts, got signed an extension. I think it was this morning,
yeah,
last
he
night.
did.
3 years, 54 million. I believe it's the biggest contract for a tight end, which is crazy. I didn't know that. Um, that's obviously going to be shattered when Brock Bauer signs his. But um,
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
One, I was pissed as fuck because I
Because you
knew the
wanted him.
Niners were. Yes,
Yes.
because
No.
I knew the Niners were gonna go get him as soon as I promise you the Niners were gonna get him regardless this season if the fucking Falcons didn't franchise tag him and we're gonna let him walk or whatever the situation was at that point,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
I knew the Niners would have went to go get him. However, now I'm like, damn, I wanted him, whatever, it is what it is. But then the second thing I thought of is like, damn, there's something cooking in Atlanta and that's why he signed it. Because if there was nothing popping, I promise you, he was not
Ain't
signing that
signed.
contract.
Hell no.
He ain't
Yeah.
signing shit
Hmm.
but a fucking weed in the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I'm like, damn, Atlanta low key got something cooking. You got
Got
Brian,
some
You got
nose.
Bijan, fucking
Yep.
cooking in the backfield. You got Tua
Stefanski.
looking
Tua.
what I've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
seeing and what I've been hearing.
Slinging it.
Tua looks like a different dude slinging that
Sir.
fucking pill around. And Michael
Yep.
Penix looks like he's the second round pick. No, well, not
Mm-hmm.
second round, second stringer that's about to get
Yep.
traded.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Possibly to the Jets.
Yep. I think that's, yeah, I think like I mentioned earlier, like there's gonna be a lot of backup QBs. Like they could be on the move. That's a great one too. I think Penix could be on the move. I think JJ could be on the move. Like Kyler looks somewhat decent, and the team loves JJ still. I can see the Chargers trading for JJ.
Oh, that John Harbaugh shit.
Like
I don't know.
Harbaugh loves JJ. Harbaugh's, I think he's been on the record that like JJ's like one of his favorite quarterbacks of all time. Kind of crazy, but
I mean, yeah, like I said, I think this year too. I think even when I don't know what pot it was, but I did say we did talk about like, yo, this is Herbert's like prove it year. Like, yo, dude, you got to
hmm
do something, bro, because you're
yeah,
just horrendous. And that's your boy. You love him.
like damn near. But like I feel like Trey Lance, like it could be Trey Lance time. Like we could see the second coming of the Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick thing. We could be seeing
I
that again.
I absolutely wish Trey Lance
It'd be
turns out to
so
be
good.
actually
It'd be
fucking
so
good
good. Dude,
because
if he comes out,
I'd be
hey,
like,
hey, if he comes out, let's say knock on wood, Herbert gets hurt, like let's say like week 15, and
I'm not knocking on shit.
Trey Lance comes out, just wins out in the regular season. They get like the 3 seed, and then next thing we
Division,
know, we're at AFC Championship, and it's Trey Lance and Josh Allen, and Trey Lance leads them to the Super Bowl, bro.
that'd be
Nine.
fire. He wins one. I
Does
would
that
love
say
it.
does that would say more about Kyle than it would about Trey Lance, right?
Yeah, I just
Like
think Kyle.
Kyle, you can figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is
There's a
kind of
lot.
wild because if that were to happen, the offensive coordinator is Mike McDaniel. So it's like this guy should know Trey Lance like to a T. He was with them for pretty much his whole time there with the Niners. So, um, I mean, shit, dog.
Yeah,
I can't wait. We're pretty close. I think we're probably like a week or two out from the NFL stuff. I'm really excited for that. I think it's going to be great. Um,
Yeah.
it should be a whole lot of fun. Um,
Yeah, I don't got
yeah.
much of anything left. The only thing I want to see now is with
Ah,
Papa got
actually,
you.
I wanted to
But
ask before we get into this. Do we have an update on the Papa Rigo situation?
nothing, bro. Like I
Ah,
said, it's more internal as far as
damn.
what is available, what he can and can't do. So that's
Ah, that's
beyond me
tough.
now. So
That's I don't like hearing that. That's not ideal.
but yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. Let's check it out, big dog. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we're
Oh,
cooking.
got a little air. Got a little MacBook Air, baby. Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
Let me see that thing.
Got that thing on. Oh wait, hold on. I might have to take off the green screen. Hold on. Let me. I'll come back. Hold on. Let me
All
see.
right, all right, all right. We're just waiting a little bit, guys. You gotta wait for Herno, obviously. Sheesh. Damn. Could have told me my fucking beanie was all fucked up. Know what I'm saying? Here we go. Here we go. See, let's check it out.
I
Dun,
just
dun,
need the white screen.
dun.
Yeah,
Oh, Snapperooski. Herno got a MacBook
yeah, let's go,
Air.
boy. Let's
Woo.
go.
Hey,
I
shout out
like
to
it.
her, man. Hey, man, he gets more time to fucking edit these videos now, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Like this whole pod, I was like, fuck. I probably should have said shit because now the bar was just raised, boys. But there's two things you could do. You could crumble under the pressure. You could rise up. Take advantage of the opportunity, right,
Janussi!
and make shit happen. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll probably have to put this episode specifically will probably not be edited on this thing, just because I'd rather just get the pod out and then I can play around with it once I get everything up. But next pod, I will. So you got to say I will. You can't say like I might or I'll try. I will edit. Hopefully, if Riverside allows me to, I will edit this thing on the MacBook. So shout out to the parents. Shout out to Dad, man. That guy works his
Yeah,
ass
shout out to
off.
Papa.
Like I said, it was Father's Day. Did you send your dad a nice little message for Father's Day?
Got to, man. I called the old man.
Ah, you get him a new Mahomes jersey.
But he already has everything he needs, bro. Trust me.
Come on, man. Like you gotta give him the black one. You gotta give him the color rush. Like
Dude,
there's a lot of
fucking
Mahomes
let me
jerseys.
I'll put it to you this way, bro. Like obviously my dad's a big
Loves the Chiefs.
Dodgers. He loves the Dodgers, right?
Oh,
Like he loves the Chiefs. Man,
oh God.
this fucking guy got a fucking Shawnee, whatever the fuck his name is. Sh- Shawnee jersey, and he got a fucking blanket with his fucking face on it. Bro.
It's Shohei, big dog. It's Shohei.
Oh shit, hey Shante, whatever the fuck his name is, bro. He got all that shit. So, man, put
Shiny
in
Otani,
perspective. What?
baby.
Yeah, man. Fuck the Dodgers, man. Fuck them motherfuckers.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Dodgers can suck a bag of dicks. Go A's. It was always the A's. They're a pitching staff away from fucking running the league. This is everyone's warning shot. If the A's get a pitching staff, World Series. I already put in a bet that they're gonna make the playoffs this year. This at the end of the season, I'm gonna go to my nearest casino that takes sports bets. I'm throwing 1,000 that they're winning the World Series in the next 2 years. I got to figure out how to do that, but it's a fucking lock. I think this team's gonna be really good if they keep the bats that they got and they just get the pitching staff. This team's gonna be really fucking good. And I'm gonna fucking
I
laugh at all the little Giants fans that, oh, I'm an A's fan, but they left. And no, you don't get to jump back, dog. No, you don't get to. We talked about this last week. You got to stick with the team. You can't bandwagon. You can't be a little foot. And
yeah,
I'm a Padres fan this week. I like the Braves. I like that. No. You pick a team, and that's it. You ride it out.
yep.
Speaking of Littlefoot, and for those of you that don't know, it's my brother Max. Shout out. Um,
Maxo.
you know what's funny, Rigo? They call him Herney, bro. This whole like the last couple months they call him Herney now. So I think he found out you get a little privilege when you get called that. So he started trying to like ride that name out. Um,
Yeah,
and oh wait, you follow him on Instagram? Okay, so every
Yeah.
day, like every time there's a practice, I haven't checked today, but every time he has practice, he puts in his notes. He'll update his notes with like how practice went. That's probably one of my favorite pieces of content because this guy like I got home the other day, he's like, dude, he's like, I'm
Let's
JV.
see this.
I'm JV. I'm like, bro, like it was, dude. He's like, I kicked ass today or whatever. He said something like he's hyped, right? Like, you guys gotta understand, he's an eighth
Yeah.
grader. He's getting back into football. He's only played 1 year his whole life, and it was like when he was like 9 years old. Um, but like every day, like he'll come home and be like, dude, I was tearing it up today. And I'm like, bro, like
Yeah.
you're facing guys that like never played before. Like you have more experience. Even your 1 year, you have more experience than a lot of people that have never played before. Number two, it's summer. Like, let's wait till the pads come on. Rigo's played football. He knows, like, it's a little different. Summer's kind of conditioning and just kind of learn your job. When it
Yep.
comes to pads, it's time to perform. You should already know your shit. It's time to come out, whoop some ass for real. Funny story, and I think we can end it off with this. It was our senior year, and we used to do something called Midnight Madness. So basically, uh, the state has a law that, like, we can't practice officially until a certain day and time. So what we would do is our coach would have us come out the day before, basically, or the night before, and we'd have a big dinner and we'd kind of fuck around. We'd do little skits, and it was a good time, right, Rigo? Like, it was a good time, you'd say, right? Good
Absolutely.
time, good team bonding time. Like, it was really good to like kind of just be with the boys and stuff like that. So, anyways, we get to Midnight Madness. Right at midnight, we come out. We're padded up. We're ready to roll. We're trying to practice. Time to let's get it on, boys. And I'll never forget this. We're in our indies, and what that means for anyone that doesn't know is we get in our position groups and we practice our drills that we're gonna do every day. We get in our indies, and I'm like, man, senior year, like this is it. Like I gotta start performing. Well, that didn't happen. I got my shit rocked by our co-host right there, black beanie, red hoodie, rocked my shit. He fucking rocked me. My helmet, like I didn't have it tight enough. So it was like when you're wearing a helmet, it's like here. It's like sits here. My shit went fucking down like this on the bridge of my nose. It literally cut a chunk of meat out right here. And I was fucking bleeding. Right? And I don't know this. Like I just think like I just think I got my shit rocked and I'm like, fuck it. Like it's all good. And the coach is like, he's like, hey, you're fucking bleeding. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I just wipe. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you hear that and you're playing football, you're like, fuck, I just wipe it. And I wiped it on my pants, whatever. He's like, hey, he's like, you're fucking bleeding. And I'm like, what the fuck? I take off my helmet. It's just fucking bloody. I'm like, oh no, dude. Like, this is not how we want to start our senior year, bro.
Good
So I asked
times,
another,
brother.
so I asked another coach, my, hey, like, I gotta get this shit like padded up. He's like, here. Reaches in his pocket, fucking dirty Kleenex. He's like, here, just fucking dap your shit up and get back to it. So that's what I did. I fucking put it on. I threw my helmet on, and fucking we're back at it. But so it's really like like all jokes aside, like it's pretty cool to see like Max kind of like getting into it. We'll see if he sticks with it. But so far so
Yeah.
good. He's really enjoying it, and I just Max, if you're watching this, I just want you to know that um. I'm gonna be hard on you. It's not because like I don't believe in you or anything like that. It's just I want what's best for you. And sometimes like I feel like a lot of coaching nowadays, um, a lot of people just kind of coddle. Like I think a lot of people kind of sugarcoat it for kids in general because they're afraid that if they're kind of hard on them, they'll just quit. So yeah, if you're watching this, just know like I believe in you, but at the same time, I'm gonna be hard on you. So um, just know I'm not making fun of you when you make your little JV comments, but let's pump the brakes, like write it out on the freshman team like everybody else. And then if you get the call, great. And if you don't, it's all good.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think what a great pod for
Absolutely,
all
brother.
things considering that we didn't have a whole lot to work with this week. Obviously, I think the Giannis trade is really the biggest thing we had. And then obviously
Yeah.
the Jalen Carter stuff. Really good
Well,
pod.
what I did want to tell you is like, did you hear about Dustin Poirier getting kicked off the airplane?
No, I
You
didn't.
see the
I
video?
saw a mugshot of him, and I saw
Saw the
someone was.
video.
Yeah, can you like just run it by me real quick?
So basically, like only thing I seen the video, I didn't really see the context of like what the story was. All I know is he got kicked off the airplane. His family left to where they needed to go to. Obviously, he
Yeah,
was kicked off, so he had to stay. and the security guy came up to him, was like, "Hey man, like what's going on?" Immediately, Dustin Poirier is pissed the fuck off, and I'm trying to see if he looks drunk or he's on something. Right? You can't really tell because
Yeah.
he looks normal, but he does not sound normal. Like this guy is like going off the rails. Like, dude, I'll fucking fight you, bro. And the guy's like, "Are you Dustin Poirier?" Right when he asked, like, "Hey, are you Dustin Poirier?" He's like, "Bro, let's fucking roll. I'll fucking roll you right now.
Let's
Let's go."
roll, baby.
And then
Yeah.
he starts calling the N word. Well, he doesn't call he doesn't start calling them. He just says the N word, and and, like yeah, it was wild. And the guy starts backing up. He's like, "You better call backup, bro. Better start calling backup." Dude calls backup,
Yeah, that's good.
and
Hey, high
yeah,
key,
it was
that's like a kind of a baller thing. Like it's a fuck stick thing to say because obviously he
yeah,
knows he can whip everyone's ass. But from the
yeah.
outside looking in, that's a pretty baller move to be like, hey, you better call backup. Like you're about to get your shit fucking rocked, dog.
Yes, but it was funny
Oh
because when the backup
man.
comes, he's like, arrest me, arrest me. So he got arrested. Like he didn't hit anybody or anything like that
Yeah.
from what I saw in the video. But he got arrested, right? He put two handcuffs on, and when he gets the handcuffs on, like he's behind him. He's like, he tells the dude, he's like, "It's the best thing you did, man. It's the best thing you did." I'm like,
That's
damn, what is this
great.
dude? What's this dude on? What is he trying to do?
I'm gonna have to
So
watch it now.
I thought that
That's
was
fucking
yeah. You gotta
awesome.
watch it.
That
If
is
you find the
great.
clip, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
You should definitely put it in the video, like a little clip of what he was talking about, and then we'll keep it in the transition of the video. It was
Yeah,
fun. It
yeah,
was
yeah.
good.
I
It's a good
got you.
watch.
That's
But
fucking great. Actually, I do have one other
yeah,
thing. I don't know if you like saw it or read it. Obviously there was at UFC the two at Freedom 250 they talked about these meta rankings or utilizing AI to rank all the weight classes. So they just released those rankings I think yesterday.
I
Have you
didn't see
looked at
him.
those? Okay. So
No,
that or I think it was today officially they released today, but I saw them yesterday. Um I'll be honest, there's not really a whole lot that's different. I think I was telling Joel and Mr. Google that like the only weight class I thought was really drastically different was middleweight, which is Sean Strickland's weight class. Um I the rankings were fucking all over the place. So I think it's gonna be really interesting to see how AI is either better or worse in terms of ranking these fighters compared to like how it's done originally, which is through media and
yeah,
they don't want to say this, but Uncle Dana and Hunter Campbell also have an influence on the media rankings as well. So, um, yeah, I
yeah,
think it's going to be really interesting to see like are guys like Hokit, for example, like are those guys that would typically be pushed by UFC like quickly into championship fights? Like, are we going to see less of those and more of like guys have to really really earn it to get those
yeah,
shots, or are they just going to make these rankings like basically irrelevant because there's no influence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
yeah,
think it's going to be really interesting with all that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think this is a great pod.
yeah,
Riverside, the app we're using, please let me edit. I appreciate, I think everything else has been great. Like I used to be able to edit and fix us instead of having a vertical one, it was horizontal. I really liked it. It looks good, and when we're all full screen, it looks great. But they keep
yeah,
fucking me. They won't allow me to edit. Every time I go to chat, like to the contact support, I get fucked. Like I get told the
yeah,
conversation continues elsewhere, uh, which doesn't make sense because there's a whole area for me to input on chat and just talk to the guy. But no, I got to go jump through these hoops. So, um, but yeah, I think great pod, Rigo.
yeah, man.
Great
Thank
energy
you.
today. I really felt the energy today. I don't know if you slept in a little bit more today or what, but I love it. It might be the
Please,
Alaska
baby.
sunlight, 21 hours of sunlight a day. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think fucking great pod. Can't say it
Thank you,
enough.
brother. I appreciate it. I
Oh,
appreciate you taking the
one
time.
more thing. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking with the founder of Perfon as well. Please remind the people when's the drop coming, Rigo. Tell them.
Hey, look. The next drop is dropping in July. The date in which it's gonna drop in is
TBD.
yet to come. Yeah, to be determined. Just because I'm working on a little bit more things behind the curtains that I'm
Yep.
trying to do all together. So it is dropping in July. What day of
I
July?
like it.
Yet. to be determined. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
But other than that, hey man, Herno, thank you for taking the time to do the podcast with me today. Thank you for everybody that's taking the time to watch us and hear us and listen to us and
Yeah.
actually just be a part of us and support us in every which way you guys can. We love and appreciate you guys all.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hearn's Pop Pop. He
Pop
fucking
pop.
got him his laptop, man. So now Hearn be on the fucking little
Ah.
web, you know. Hopefully you stay off
Yeah.
those bad sites. You know what sites I'm talking about, man.
Ah.
So, but other than that,
Hey,
man, shout out to you, Hearn.
no
Shout out to you going to
promises.
school. And
Easy.
so just keep getting after it, brother. And thank you guys again for taking the time. I am your host, Mr. Hollywood himself. That is my co-host, Mr. Hernia. And shout out to Littlefoot, man. Keep getting after it.
Littlefoot,
And
let's
that's
go,
us.
baby.
It's us
All
signing
right.
off, baby. Arr.